The Kamala cringe campaign continues. Guys, I do it again. I'm going to thank Elon Musk a million times a day just for X, bro, because if it wasn't for X, you wouldn't be seeing any of these freaking moments. It'd be hidden. You wouldn't really be paying attention because once you have that algorithm on your page, you just get to see all the nonsense over and over and over and over and over again, unless you're Harry Sisson and, you know, you just have your clothes off and you're watching freaking Joe Biden. That guy disgusts me. But anyway, so last night, Kamala campaign held a rally in Detroit, or some would call it D-Toilet. That's what I call it. Marshall Mathers. Some of you guys know him as Eminem. I call him Marshall. His name is Marshall. He was out there telling the crowd to vote for Kamala, and he brought out Barry, a.k.a. Barack Obama. Can you just show this clip real quick of, by the way, who was it? Machine Gun Kelly was like, your beard's weird. It looks so weird because for so many years he's been blonde, and now he's this bearded guy that just wants to tell us who to vote for. And by the way, I thought of something, Brandon. Republicans and conservatives tell you who they're voting for. Democrats and liberals tell you who you should vote for. That's how they're like, no, you should do this.
Well, when I first saw the picture of Eminem,
Marshall,
Obama,
I call him Marshall.
I thought, I'm not trying to be funny, he looked like what a woman looks like in a movie when she tries to dress up like a man and like puts on some patchy pubic hair on his face and like talks with it. I thought it was a woman. And and I didn't know who it was. And then I had to
believe it.
Eminem.
It's Eminem. It's Marshall Mathers. So, yo, this is him out in Detroit telling people to vote for Kamala.
You lied through your teeth. For that, your feelings instead of
Detroit! What up, though?
He's such a goofball.
He his best beige fit for this.
So look, I wrote down a few things I wanted to say. I love you too. Thank you.
Yeah, no, you don't.
I'm here tonight for a couple of important reasons.
Because they probably have a
As
video
most of you know,
something.
the city of Detroit and the whole state of Michigan mean a lot to me.
Yeah.
Is he gonna cry?
And going into this election, the spotlight is on us more than ever, and I think it's important to use your voice.
Yeah.
So I'm encouraging everybody to get out and vote, please.
Okay. Go vote. Okay.
I also think that people shouldn't be afraid to express their opinions. Yeah. And I don't think anyone wants in America that people are worried about retribution or what people will do if you make your opinion known.
Yeah. On to your side.
Yeah. Ready? Yeah, ready? Good job.
I think Vice President Harris supports a future for this country where these freedoms and many others will be protected and upheld.
Oh, he didn't write that.
And here to tell you much more about that, President Barack Obama.
Like, look, like the savior of the world. Like, look.
Barack, you are not the real Slim Shady. Please sit down.
Yeah. Look. Dude, he is such a beta. Look at.
It's really weird because the white guy pretends to be black and the black guy pretends to be white in this scenario. Isn't that weird?
Except for when he's scolding black people.
Yeah.
That's true. Oh,
Look,
that's why Eminem was dressed like that. He was wearing the tan suit in the homage to the only scandal of the Obama administration.
Look, hey, everybody. Yeah, let me say hi to Eminem. Eminem. Yeah. Okay, you shut this one off, guys.
Hello, my fellow rap enthusiast.
Yeah. So now, and then Barry goes up there and he starts singing the Eminem song. Guys, it doesn't get more like. Even if I was one of them, I'd be like, dude, stop, just stop. On top of him yelling at black people and telling black people, which, by the way, there's a guy in the barbershop, or some white lady was interviewing a bunch of, in a different barbershop, and the black guy was like, dude, I'm offended that he's talking to us, basically saying, and this is the black guy's word, hey, y'all N-words better vote for this, or what? It's like, bro, why would we? What is the Democratic Party doing? Like, they have to, like, break away from this party that doesn't give a damn about them. And Brandon, this is him in cringe moment number 2. Go ahead.
Hello, Detroit. You fired up?
Yeah, yes we are. Yeah.
Are you ready to go?
Yeah, where's Michelle?
Yeah.
Oh, he's look. Yeah, look.
Oh no.
Oh no. Hey, I was in the rap.
The rolling
Watch, here we go. Watch
the
this.
sleeve.
Watch. Ready?
Let me just say, let me just say,
Look. Oh yeah.
He hasn't done anything yet.
Yeah. What has he done for you? Look at these freaking brainwashed morons, bro. Watch.
I gotta say,
What?
He hasn't said a word yet.
I have done a lot of rallies, so I don't usually get nervous.
Here we go.
But I was feeling some kind of way following Eminem.
Yes, I did. Here we go.
I don't know where,
Ready, Chris?
where's this going.
Look.
My palms are sweaty,
Oh my God.
knees weak, arms are heavy.
Heavy.
That's not even how Eminem sung it.
Mom's spaghetti. I'm nervous, but on the surface I look calm and ready.
Oh God.
to
Okay,
drop
Nat,
bombs, but I
shut this
keep
off before I
up.
punch myself.
Hold on. You know, he should have done another lyric from Eminem. May I say them?
Go ahead.
Bitch, I'ma kill you. I ain't done. This ain't the chorus. I ain't even drug you in the woods yet to paint the forest. A blood stain is orange after you wash it 3 or 4 times in the tub, but that's normal, ain't it, Norman? Hey, why don't you do that, Obama?
That's what he should have done. That's the rap that I wanted because, bro, you're making that's where I'm going. I love who the left used for their freaking rallies, bro.
Question though.
Yeah.
So, I mean, in your opinion, did Obama ever have swag? Because I mean, I don't know if it's just more obvious now because of the way that things are, the way the culture is. But it's like in Austin Powers 2 where like they stole his mojo. Like since Trump came along, like Obama's zero swag.
Zero swag, zero allure. Because Brandon, because I don't know if you guys remember, I remember it vividly when I was in LA. Obama was like, bro, they painted this guy out to be the savior of the world. Yes, we can.
Yeah.
His movements, he stole every movement. He was like Malcolm X and Martin Luther King stole their swag and was just, bro, the face of just change. And by the way, the Porter-in-Chief dropped more bombs than any other president. Dude, that was the biggest sham, but it
Bailed out the banks.
Bailed out the banks, but duped everybody into
I'll be
going-
real. I don't think I've heard anyone say swag since the Obama administration. So
That's it.
That's
Yeah,
not,
swag is
He had
all.
the
Yeah.
smoothness to him though. You know, like when he would speak smoothly, and he would never have these like cringe moments. But I don't know if he's trying to
Have you ever
compensate
seen
for
him
what Trump is doing.
Speak in person, like if any. So I went in
Like been
2000.
at an event? No.
Like yes, so I went in 2008. There was a rally. I was covering it for radio at the time, and Obama spoke publicly. I believe Hillary Clinton was there as well. He was an excellent public
Articulate
speaker.
Orator.
Yes, being in that crowd, you felt energized
Right.
by his presence,
Yeah.
by his words. He had that. He doesn't have it anymore.
Right.
But he did have it at one point.
Yeah.
Makes you wonder what happens. Is that just a natural aging of a man? Or is there something different that's going on with Barack Obama?
I don't think he's changed much. I think we've just gotten used to the shtick. Like
We've
back
changed.
in the day, he was good. He was smooth, and everyone hates it when I say this. Like back in the day, he was eloquent. He had good dramatic timing, good dramatic pauses. And now it's like we know the shtick, and we're very much tired of it.
Right.
I don't want to put like Andrew Dice Clay with the whole hickory dick. Oh,
Yeah.
like, okay, and everyone like do the thing, and eventually you get tired of doing it. And I think Obama's gotten tired of doing it, but I've gotten tired of listening to it.
Oh, yeah.
Because he hasn't changed. The rest of the world has, and we know it was all a shtick.
Yeah.
And he was nice and polite while killing people and
Yeah.
extrajudicially assassinating American citizens. And I no longer look at the politeness with the same veneer that I did.
Dave, I love that, and the fact that, dude, it just drives me bananas that like just Americans in general. They know that they're getting screwed, right? But they're like, well, you know what, bro? We want somebody that's nice and articulate. And it's like, I've said this in the past, bro. Americans like to get screwed because they know the president, the government's screwing them. But they like to be like, open the door, get me an appetizer. I know I'm going to get screwed. That's why Trump doesn't do none of that, bro. Trump is the complete opposite. He's rough around the edges. He's telling you like it is. There's no like, oh, yeah. Yes, we can. Or what was the other gimmick? Yes, we can.
Hope and change.
Get out of here, bro. What changed?
It was Steve Martin, I think he said, like, everyone eventually becomes a caricature of themselves. And
Yeah.
Obama has become a caricature of himself. But you're right, that people almost like polite dishonesty as opposed to crass honesty.
Exactly.
And I will take crass honesty any day of the week, every day.
I agree 100%.
Do you think it was the right time, right place for Obama? Because I remember when you talk about hope, I remember, Vinny, and you were probably on Facebook at this time, 2007, 2008. When I first started on Facebook, you needed a .edu email address. You had to be registered through a college. Don't say wow. Like I'm old.
Dude, even I don't even know that.
I was 8 years
you
old.
guys
Sorry.
like the social network? That's what the movie's about.
But
It was called The Facebook back then.
yes, it was. Thank you. Brandon. But I remember everybody changed their Facebook profile pictures at that time. Remember the red and blue Obama photo for Hope that he had been using? Everybody had changed their Facebook profile pictures. So I'm wondering if it was because I don't remember politics ever being this political or people being that outspoken about it until the advent of social media and Facebook, where people really rallied behind him. So I'm wondering, was it Obama or was it just the right guy at the right time?
Combination of the two.
Yeah, he was the first one to use social media in a really powerful way. Like, they used high-level data and metadata and whatnot to campaign in precisely their base. So, yeah, he revolutionized the way it did. But
that's what, you know this, Dane Cook did that with MySpace. Dane Cook was not the greatest comedian to ever step on.
He's not in the top 10.
No, but he capitalized on the internet by using MySpace, which you don't even know what that. You were even alive when that was around?
I was in like 3rd grade, and I had to sneak onto the computer.
I'm old as
It was
hell.
the dial-up computer.
We had high speed. Okay, it sounds like I went to CVS and got an AOL disc for 6 free hours.
Yeah.
No, but it was. You look at Dane Cook. Dane Cook did the same thing with comedy that Obama did. So Dane Cook used MySpace to become a great comedian, and I feel like Obama used Facebook to become this great politician.
Right, and then Trump with Twitter.
Yeah.
I didn't even think of that. Okay.
Connor, what were you going to say?
Yeah, well, Rob and I researched this maybe about a year ago for a project we were working on, looking at the Obama campaign and the way they capitalized on social media. Every other politician was mostly turning up their nose at it and saying, "Oh, we don't need that. We need TV ads. We need spots on media networks." And the Obama campaign said, "No, we need Facebook. We need online ads that will reach the new generation of voters." And that's why there was this social media surge, like you said, the changing of profile pictures to it. But there's also the fact that you're talking about how did it get so divided? Was it right time? It started under Obama. Like, the division came after he was elected. He was supposed to be, this big
unifier,
harmonious thing that brought everybody together, but instead he divided everybody. Just a couple of days ago, he was out saying, "Oh, we really need to figure out who's responsible for all this division." It's like, I'm sorry, I can think of quotes like, "The police acted stupidly. If I had a son, he would have looked like Trayvon Martin."
Yeah.
Just to name a few, and that was like right off the bat.
Well, consider this, though. There was the biggest time of harmony between left and right, black and white, whatever you want to name it. All of us were unanimously mad at Wall Street. Occupy Wall Street, 2008 through 2012, and they had to insert this division amongst us because,
of course,
that was like the one time that we were all unified against the banks and the bullshit they were doing.
Yep, and by the way, mind you, Obama was in the making for a long time. Andrew Breitbart was going to, by the way, put him on blast, and he had this big thing, and then he just randomly ran out of a bar and died of some mysterious death in the street, which was random. But I want to go back to Eminem. Like, when I said about picking the most hypocritical people, I mean, Eminem, I put him in the top 5 of all time. Like, I mean, amazing rapper, but what a hypocrite and what a sellout, okay? Because he's talking all that shit. Because all this misogyny, all this everything aimed at Trump. And I'm happy that you were saying those lyrics, David, which were amazing. I would rather hear you than anybody else. Let's just go through Marshall Mathers. Do we forget who he was? Besides the lyric, he was arrested for assault with a deadly weapon in 2000, arrested for gun possession, released songs with misogyny lyrics, including about women, his ex-wife, Kim, releasing the song Kim, which depicted violence against her. He criticized his mother, accused his mother of doing drugs in public statements.
If I may just...
because the list goes. Go
just violence against Kim, strangling her and murdering
her. Oh, yeah.
And once upon a time, I'm trying to pull up some headlines.
Yeah.
He was not accused of, but he was faulted for outright homophobic lyrics.
Yeah. What do you mean? No, that's fine. He bashing gays, and if you want to call it the LGBTQ, he was anti all. He had to go on that VMAs or whatever the hell it was and like be cool with Elton John because this guy, dude, it's always the side that's always the pointing, and it's always pieces of shit like that. That those are the ones, bro. Did everybody forget who Marshall Mathers is, bro? And then you're gonna go up there and tell us who to vote for, bro? Go in the studio and just do the raps, bro. I hate, like I said, conservatives go, "I'm voting for Donald Trump." These people say, "Hey, you should vote for this." No, I'm not. That's not going to sell me. As if they didn't learn their lesson with Taylor Swift. This shit doesn't work.
Not just that, they're the ones accusing, I say us, the other side of homophobia, misogyny, racism, xenophobia. Eminem, misogynist, violence against women, homophobic. You get how...
Openly raps about rape.
And then you get Howard Stern, who there's a video of him using the N-word.
He's in blackface.
Same with Jimmy Kimmel.
Same with all of
you got
them.
George Takei, who's out there admitting to having grabbed men's penises against their will back in the day. And these are the Kamala Harris supporters now lecturing me on morality. They can go straight to hell.
I know. Dude, it drives me crazy. Just doing it yesterday drove me nuts. And then you have Lizzo, this dude.
Blob.
It just drives me crazy. She's another beauty. She spoke at a rally.
She's less blobby than she used to be.
She's
though.
less blobby.
So
But you know what?
for losing weight.
But the blabbering out of her blubby mouth, I don't want to hear it, bro. So she's defending. Listen, this is the funniest video I think of the week, Nat. This is her praising and defending Detroit, and she said if Kamala wins, America will look like Detroit. Please pray this.
I'm so proud to be from this city. You know, they say if Kamala wins, then the whole country will be like Detroit. Okay? Proud like Detroit. Resilient like Detroit.
Automotive industry overseas like Detroit.
Yeah, crime and public safety gone like Detroit. Poverty and unemployment up like Detroit. Education system failing like Detroit. Urban blight and abandoned buildings like Detroit. Lack of affordable housing like Detroit. Infrastructure decay like Detroit. Water contamination. There's brown water still in Flint, Michigan. Public transportation's horrible in Detroit. And population decline. Please keep wheeling these people up.
Hold on, I'm going to read it.
Yeah,
just so nobody thinks I made this up. If nobody knows about the lawsuit of harassment filed by 2 employees against Lizzo, the lawsuit says, quote, this is when they took employees to the sex area of Amsterdam. Quote, things quickly got out of hand. Lizzo began inviting cast members to take turns touching the nude performers, catching dildos launched from the performers' vaginas, and eating bananas protruding from the performers' vaginas. End quote. Lizzo has also been accused of pressuring Ariana, one of the plaintiffs, to touch a nude performance. To catch dildos launched out of a sex performance vaginas in Amsterdam, and these are the a-holes who are going to lecture me on who to vote for?
David, but you know what?
Ping pong balls, I think, already is.
That pisses me off so freaking much, but I want to know the address because Rob wants to go. I want to know right now.
I actually have it saved in my phone. I'll just tell you.
Well, Vinny, that's exactly why she's up there, though. She gets this lawsuit against her alleging, sexual harassment and all sorts of this bad stuff, and then she starts losing weight. That's her biggest sin.
Yes.
Is that she has not committed to the lifestyle of being a disgusting blob who only has like a 20-year life expectancy now. Yeah. She started taking steps to try to make herself a little bit healthier, and that plus the lawsuit would have ended every amount of leftist fame she had.
Yep.
So of course she has to come out and say, I'm from Detroit and I'm for Kamala Harris, because that's how she gets the credibility back. Suddenly, nobody cares that she's sexually harassing assistants.
Yeah, you forgot about it. Go ahead, Rob.
Dude, they now go out because we talked about how big is beautiful when it came to Lizzo, and there was this whole movement of, hey, my body is a different shape, but I'm still pretty. But now she's losing weight. Do they highlight that? Because there is a generation of young women that looked at fat Lizzo and went, oh, look, people are saying she can be fat and beautiful at the same time. Well, then why do I need to lose weight? Why do I need to live a healthier lifestyle? I can be big and beautiful too. But now Lizzo actually has the resources, the trainers, the ability, the personal Ozempic, the personal chefs to be able to actually take that weight off because she has the money to afford that luxury. But the millions of young girls that looked up to her as this big, black, beautiful babe now have overweight, obesity issues, and nobody's addressing those. So how come it's okay for her to get up there and us as a society normalize this bullshit? Are we 8 minutes in? This bullshit. Where we're like, oh, big is beautiful. It's not. It's unhealthy. It's part. Look, I'm not out here celebrating that I'm overweight. I'm doing everything I can to take the weight off and live a healthier lifestyle. Not just for me, but because I have 2 young kids at home.
Yep.
And I see me losing weight, me being in my home gym is encouraging my son, my 15-year-old, to get on the treadmill a few days a week.
Good.
Where, she set a horrible example for millions of young girls that can't be undone, and nobody's going to go undo it.
No.
It's just, oh, okay, now she's skinny, cool, we like Lizzo, fat or skinny, it doesn't matter.
Well, honestly, that's survival of the fittest, though, for any girls. For any girls who are dumb enough to listen to her to think that it was cool or okay to be fat, it wasn't objectively unhealthy, then that's survival of the fittest if you're that stupid. And you
you can't do survival of the fittest with children. That is what you call a child
parents
abuse
too.
when the parents. The parents.
Because they're responsible for that ultimately, telling them that it's okay to be fat or not good to be fat.
Nat, can you go to the other video?
Here's how you knew where the trick was in, though, because women would be like, oh, Lizzo's beautiful in any size kind of stuff. Tell any woman, hey, you know, you look just like Lizzo, and suddenly they're offended. I'm sorry, I was just trying to say you were beautiful.
Well, wait
You
until
should see the face that just made me said that. You're
wait
right.
until Lizzo finds out that weight loss is white supremacy. She will be yeeted from the Democrats.
And
in
the worst
night.
part is that when you look at who Lizzo is as a person, you almost see the outline of someone who doesn't completely suck, because she's done things like, you know, she was posting videos of her working out and losing weight, and like,
Which I'm proud
great
of.
for
Good
her.
for her.
Like that even with Ozempic, I'm sure that required a fair amount of effort. And then there was that time where she got James Madison's crystal flute and she played it in the rotunda. And she's actually a very talented musician. Like, she's a classically trained flautist who knows what she's doing. But then she went out on stage in a leotard and twerked while playing the flute very badly.
Yeah, horrible.
And she goes out and does this, and she did that ad years ago where she showed her Instacart order, and it's all just the most disgusting seed oil crap you could ever possibly put in your body. So it's like, okay, you're working hard and you're losing weight, and you are actually a good musician. So then why every time you open your mouth in public do you have to suck so much?
Yeah, because that's who she is
could
as
just
a
be
person.
better and still like actually be a good person.
Yep, no,
But
that's impossible.
Bananas out of the vaginas of Amsterdam
Yeah.
sex
Yeah.
workers. I mean,
Yeah.
that's gross on both ends. You're not, what does banana residue in your vagina do? That's going to cause
Probably nothing good.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I want to show these last clips. No, it's all good.
how
No,
tropical.
Guys, I didn't know we were gonna go that deep into Lizzo. No pun intended. So, by the way, so this is another cringe. I'm gonna keep it going. I'm gonna get your comments at the end because I want to go through this. This is Maria Shriver, Arnold's ex, tells the audience that they can't. This is at a town hall gathering that she can't ask questions because they already have predetermined ones. At a town hall, you should be able to ask Kamala questions. Not here, you can't. Play this clip.
You're not, unfortunately. We have some determined questions, and hopefully I'll be able to ask some of the questions that might be in your head. I hope so.
I want to ask my own. They're like, no.
Sorry,
And then-
predetermined is also known as scripted.
Yeah.
And then they
Scripted.
accuse Trump of doing a scripted
Okay,
thing with
and then-
McDonald's.
Bold of you to assume a
And this
Democratic
is just,
town hall.
guys, I
wasn't-
thought this. Either my brain is. I don't know what's. By the way, this is Kamala and Maria Shriver. Do you guys have any idea what they have in common? This is like a little trivia. Anybody?
No, their husbands have both banged the nannies.
Both
Bam!
of their husbands bang nannies. Let's go.
Nice.
I did not know that in
Tell them what
advance.
you
I
win,
was-
Johnny.
I'm
That's
doing
great.
math.
So, by the way, this is just another cringe moment of Kamala's word salad. Guys, she has nothing, zero substance. Please play it so I can be disgusted.
Let me, if I can just speak to what people are feeling.
Oh,
We cannot despair.
don't despair. Listen.
We cannot despair. You know, the nature of a democracy is such that I think there's a
fragile.
duality. On the one hand,
Duality.
there's an incredible strength
You know how many times she's
when our democracy is intact.
I could
An incredible strength in what it does to protect the freedoms and rights of its people.
Yes.
Oh, there's great strength in that.
she did that live in the other one.
Yeah.
It is very fragile.
Very fragile.
Someone's got
It is only as strong as our willingness to fight for it.
Look at the white
And so
lady.
that's
Is
the
that Liz
moment
Cheney?
we're in.
Is that Liz Cheney?
That's Liz
And I
Cheney.
say
Oh,
do
God,
not despair
demons
because
spawn.
in
Hold
a
on.
democracy, as long as we can keep it in our democracy, the people, every individual has the power
I want to puke.
to make a decision about what
it.
this will be. And so let's not feel powerless.
Okay, shut it off. Right,
Let's-
throw up on
So
myself.
She just took
This is-
like a bong hit.
that line she just said, where it's a democracy as long as you can keep. She's misquoting Ben Franklin, who at one point said it's a republic if you can keep
But she
it.
literally goes, "Oh, is it?" She does the "oh" in every iteration that she's ever said to that. And by the way, talking of democracy, and Arnold Schwarzenegger's the one who comes and says, "Screw your freedom."
Yeah.
These people are a bunch of walking, talking hypocrites.
I know, but by the way, 'cause I got two more because I know I'm running behind. Did you guys see this clip? No, go back, Nat. This is her. By the way, just FYI, foreshadowing. This is her doing an interview at NBC saying that she admitted that they have teams ready to challenge the election if something happens. Go ahead, play this clip. I want the world to see this.
We've got 2 weeks to go, and I'm very much grounded in the present in terms of the task at hand, and we will deal with election night and the days after as they come, and we have the resources and the expertise and the focus on that as well.
So you have teams ready to go? Is that what you're saying? Are you thinking about that as a possibility?
Of course.
Of course, lawyers, by the way, teams and lawyers ready to, by the way, There's already irregularities. I'm going to choose my words wisely about what's happening right now with the elections. Can I just play that one last video? Guys, this is a video. It was on Libs of TikTok. This is a liberal white Karen having a meltdown. This has nothing to do with the story, but I want to show you guys what the media, mainstream media, the Democrats would have done to people's brains. Please show, by the way, let me just, I'll set it up. She's going there because her neighbor, she sees that, she heard that she's voting for Donald Trump. Look at, what would you do if this was your neighbor? Go ahead, play it.
Hi. I want to know how you can vote.
We can't answer the door right now, but if you'd like to leave a message, you can do it now.
Shameful. Are you the one that walks by here and always screaming at people? No, I haven't walked by recently. Okay, because a lot of people walk by and scream. Yeah, I'm not supposed. You are voting for the devil. Don't you know that? No. Why are you voting for him? Because I believe he is the moral candidate. Oh, my God. F you for that one.
Look, Nat,
that's how your side acts. Oh, my God. He's the most immoral person around.
Look at this.
Look. Yeah, that's. I'm sorry. Have a nice day. Have a nice day.
I love it. Look at
God
this.
bless you.
Guys, I want you to, like, this mental disorder, this psychosis is the result of mainstream media and what they've done to Trump derangement syndrome. Bro, if I was a person like that, I'd want a family member, Rob, to sit me down and be like, we should sue. I would sue them for literally ruining my Nana or my mom or whoever this person is. It's disgusting. I think it's horrible. By the way, these aren't isolated incidents. That's how a lot of people think, that Hitler demon.
I did.
I know a lot.
Yeah,
I did. I that's why I voted for Joe Biden mistakenly. Sorry, in 2020 was because I fell victim to the media's narrative. I talked with Patrick before the Trump interview. It was really weird for me working in media for 25 years to hear somebody get out there and say that the news was fake, because it didn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
Because I worked in it and it wasn't fake. What I worked in, what I reported on was real. But I applied that same standard to the rest of the industry, and it didn't exist. And it took Donald Trump pulling back the curtain to, I've done such a 180 that I went from there is no such thing as fake news and Donald Trump is a dictator to Donald Trump is the savior of America, and I don't know what's real anymore. So there is this weird part where I don't condone her actions, but I understand how you get there. How do you fix these people is the problem. Because Tucker Carlson interviewed a guy last week, and he said, if Donald Trump wins, there is going to be the greatest mental health crisis the United States has ever seen by people like that. How do you fix that?
There already is the greatest mental health crisis in the United States, and this is just an iteration, a manifestation of the mental illness that's underlying it. But I do want to quote Malcolm X, so that I won't get into trouble for saying it. The white liberal is the worst enemy to America and the worst enemy to the black man. And I think he might have thrown in the word
there's a lot
woman.
more. There's a lot more, but
let's go.
Read it, please.
Let me first explain what I mean by this white liberal. In America, there's no such thing as a Democrat and a Republicans anymore. That's antiquated. In America, you have liberals and conservatives. This is what the American political structure boils down to among whites. The only people who are still living in the past and thinks in terms of I'm a Democrat or I'm a Republican is the American black person. I don't want to get myself canceled today. He's the one who runs around bragging about party affiliation, and he's the one who sticks to the Democrat or sticks to the Republican. But white people in America are divided into two groups, liberals and Republicans, or rather liberals and conservatives. And it goes on.
And he said, but liberals are the worst.
That's her. Nothing
that's
can
her.
fix that woman because she's fundamentally unhappy.
Rob, because you know what I would say, Rob, because I want to move on because it's Brandon. But you, like, how would you be able to sit? Like, I would be like, hey, listen, especially where I'm at now, I'd be like, can we please? I want to invite you in. Let's have a tea or lunch. And I just want to hear what is wrong. And then Rob, I want to have like a compilation of all the stuff that they said and all the proof that they were lying and that they were wrong and what he has actually done and what he stands for. We were at Mar-a-Lago last night watching the documentary. What was it called?
The Man You Didn't Know.
The Man You Didn't Know. And it's like, they don't know, bro, because like I said, if right now every media, every MSNBC, CNN, Fox had a photo of Connor, sorry, Connor, you're the scapegoat, a photo of Connor, and it just said rapist. If somebody saw Connor in the supermarket, you know what they're gonna say? rapist. Because that's who he is. That's all I know. That's all I've been told and taught to know. So this whole, it's a reprogramming. I know Hillary said that we have to have it done. No, they need to get that reprogramming. But I don't think
because you brought up the rape point, and now I'm the rapist in this scenario. I have to throw this in. Rapist. We just had dinner with one of my wife's friends a couple days ago. She came over, and she is not political at all. She doesn't watch the news. She barely pays attention to what's on social media on the political side of things. And it was right after we had Trump on. So I was just saying, hey, we had Trump over at Valuetainment. And it was like, I would have been cool to meet him. Obviously, Secret Service had the whole building on lockdown. Nobody got over there. I didn't get to meet him. And she's like, oh, you would have wanted to meet him? And I was like, yeah. He like, why would I not have wanted to interact with Trump?
I have to leave now.
No, she didn't say that because, it was all very, very well-meaning. But she was like, well, I don't really like him all that much. And I was like, well, why? She's like, well, there's all the rape and sexual assault stuff. And it's like, you don't have enough time in the evening for me to explain to you why all of that is fake. But having looked into it since day one, I can guarantee you that none of those things happened.
Yeah.
But you don't know enough for me to explain to you what you need to know to not believe that.
Yeah, it'd be too much.
So even the surface level, doing no digging.
No.
What she arrived at was Donald Trump as a rapist.
Yeah, weird.
But you can't come back from that. That's the other thing. It's like
you
can't. You'll have the argument. Oh, well, when there's smoke, there's fire. But you have people, and it'll segue into your segment, where like they'll look at that picture of Trump in the McDonald's window, and I look at it and I see a jovial, loving man.
Yeah.
There are people who are going to look at that and literally see Hitler in there, and they say, "Why are you trying to humanize Hitler?" Like they will look at that and feel vitriolic hatred because they cannot get past their own misimpression that they've been, brainwashed into believing over the last decade.
I agree. November 5th, okay, we are having at Valuetainment's new building, the headquarters in Fort Lauderdale, one of the sickest. I can't express, guys. If you haven't seen this building yet, you could go to the website. You could play the video. I don't know what are you doing on election night.
I've got my own.
Oh, you're cool. You're probably gonna be with Donald Trump. But guys,
are you gonna be in an airplane hangar?
We are going live.
Level up, bro.
Yeah, it's gonna be from what time, Rob? 6 to 2 a.m.
Yes, I'm sorry. Well, it could go even later than that. Pat said we are not going to end live streaming until the election is.
So we could be live for like three and a half weeks.
I'm gonna be a homeless person.
No, I already am. So it worked out perfect.
Yeah, guys, and we can't really tell you all the people that are gonna be coming, but it's gonna be a crazy event. Yeah, look, Elite sold out, Super VIP sold out. The VIPs are still available. The General's still available, guys. I'm telling you right now, before we started shooting, Rob was like, Vinny, I am so excited for this night. It's the level of guests, we can't really disclose who is going to be there, but trust me, it's going to be a night to remember. Maybe we'll have a couple surprises. I don't know, maybe Dave will be like, Vinny and them are cool.
I'm going to bed at midnight. Nothing good happens after.
Yeah,
after
no,
midnight.
you're right. But guys, we'll put the link at $59.90 live. That's the website. Get your tickets, guys. Everybody and their mother is going to be there. Literally, my mother's going to be there.
Mine too. So yeah, this will be awesome.